Hello, everyone. If you are currently on GLP-1 injections, for example, like Mounjaro, Wegovy, and you are thinking of stopping, this live is extremely important for you, and I would like to invite you to stay with me. There's so much I would like to share, and I believe would be helpful for you. I'm going to explain to you today what actually happens inside of your body when you stop, why some people regain the weight quickly, right? And why others maintain their results. Some people gain it back, some people are able to maintain it. There are key steps to follow in order not to gain the weight back quickly, and how to come off the injection safely without undoing the progress. You don't want to lose the weight and then gain it back. There's so much information online and so much things, and I would like to debunk a lot of them today. See, I'm not speaking to you just from theory, but from working directly with people in my weight loss clinic as a pharmacist. And I'm seeing the same pattern repeatedly all the time. See, the medication works, but it happens after, what happens after actually determines everything. You can lose the weight, but we don't want to gain the weight back. That's the whole point of losing the weight. And I'm going to address a lot of things today. So stay with me, because the maintenance phase is the critical part. And this is where most people either protect the results they've achieved or they actually lose them. Now, before we talk about stopping, it's important to actually understand how the GLP-1 actually works. Understanding this will actually help you. So GLP-1 injection works in 4 major ways, and I believe that is really, really critical to know this. So first of all, it works by slowing down gastric emptying, meaning that food stays longer in your stomach, and you feel fuller for longer, so you don't really feel like eating much, to be honest. Secondly, it helps to reduce your appetite signals to the brain. So that means that, especially that part of the brain we call hypothalamus, where the hunger hormone is being regulated and controlled. So it tends to reduce that signal. Thirdly, it helps to improve insulin sensitivity, meaning that blood sugar management is controlled better. And by controlling your blood sugar, what tends to happen is you reduce the fat storage signals in the body. And this is what we really want, to be honest, when we're trying to lose weight. And fourthly, they help patients to reduce what we call something like food noise. A lot of people, when they come in, they say, oh, the food noise, the food noise. What tends to happen is that food noise that we have, that, oh, I need to snack on that, I need to pick on that. It helps to reduce it. So if you're someone that literally snacks like 5-10 times a day, you will definitely see the difference, because this is where the reduction actually happens, and you will notice it more. GLP-1 injections, the best way for me to say this is it sort of helps you create a controlled environment, meaning that they help you reduce hunger, which is what we want when you're trying to lose weight. They help you reduce cravings as well. And they make calorie control easier, which is what the issue is with a lot of people when they're trying to lose weight, in terms of they just want to have a controlled way of managing calories better, which is the challenges we have. And that's why we have a lot of people have increased weight. But what the injection will not do, to be honest, is it will not build muscle. It will not help you build muscle. It will not fix emotional eating. So if you're someone that is emotional, you eat a lot because of some emotional issues, it's not going to fix that, but it would help you to control it, right? It would not change your lifestyle. You have to actively know what you have to do to change your lifestyle. It's supposed, I would say the injection is provides support. It's supposed to assist you, not it's not magic. And this is why working with a healthcare professional is very, very critical. And it's really important. They literally don't replace the way your body works afterwards, but it helps support your body. Let's put it that way. So then, what happens to your body when you stop using the injections? Now, let's talk about what really happens. When you stop the GLP-1 injections, several things occur, right? Firstly, what tends to happen is that the gastric emptying, it returns back to normal speed, right? Because before it's slowing it down, but now it returns back to normal speed. So it means that you won't feel full so quickly. So that means that you have the tendency to eat more than you were eating whilst you were on injection. Secondly, the appetite hormones increases again. Your body wants to restore the energy balance. It's working, it's going back to what it used to be. And to be honest, it's not a bad thing because your body wants to go back to the way it used to work. So it's not a bad thing from your body's own physiology point of view. But obviously, when it comes to losing weight, we don't want it to go back to how it's working. But it is what it is, right? So it's important to understand that. And this is why sometimes people feel like they are gaining the weight back. Thirdly, your resting metabolic rate may still be slower, even if you've lost the weight rapidly. So the uncomfortable truth about this is that your body does not see weight loss as a success. No, it doesn't see it as a success. It sees it as a threat. And that's why it's trying to go back to what it used to be. From a biological perspective, weight loss to your body is like famine. It's like you've just given me so much stress. We've just gone through a stressful period and I want to go back to what I used to be, what I used to do. That is why you experience increased hunger. We call that adaptive thermogenesis. It's not a weakness. It's just simply biology. Now, if you have built muscle whilst you are on injection, you have improved your protein intake, you have improved your sleep, and you've addressed your behavioral patterns, all the bad behaviors that you've had, and you address it, you are more likely to succeed. But the challenge is that a lot of people just get the injection online, do not work with a healthcare professional, believe that they can do it themselves, and they just keep ordering and ordering and ordering injection month after month without advice, without support. This is where people fail when they stop. So it's not a formula that, oh, when you stop the injection, automatically you're going to gain the weight back. No, we have to understand the body's own physiology, how your body works. When you understand how your body works, then you know how to manage it when you stop the injection. So I'll tell you a secret why people regain the weight. And here it is. Yeah, and you need to listen to this. When you stop, the truth is that your body, as I said, will want to gain the weight back. It's just literally returning back to its own physiology. Now, the reason why a lot of people gain the weight back when they stop the injection, I'll tell you. Number one, they did not do strength training whilst they are on the injection. So they just use an injection and I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I go for a walk. There's nothing wrong in going for a walk, but it's not strength training. It's not muscle building. So yes, it's supporting your weight loss, but to be honest, you need to build muscle. Muscle, muscle, muscle. Muscle is what you need when you are on the GLP-1 injections. Yes, you can go for a walk, but you need to build muscle. That is what is going to help you when you stop the injection. And then you don't go on a reduced lowering of the dose. And that is where a lot of people fail. And I'll tell you what to do to be able to counteract that. No calorie awareness, meaning they're just eating without understanding calories. You need to educate yourself when it comes to calories. When you're eating, understand, for example, in this chicken, how many calories is in this chicken? How many calories is in this plate of food in front of me? When you have that understanding, when you come off the injection, you can still continue that habit and the knowledge. But if you do not educate yourself, if you don't have the support, then you are more likely to fail. And also people that have emotional eating as well, they tend to fail as well because they have not addressed the reason why they are emotionally eating. So lean muscle means fewer calories burnt at rest. So when your appetite returns and you increase your food without muscle, you will definitely gain the weight back. It's not just about discipline, it's about structure. It's about understanding muscle, understanding calorie, understanding understanding how the body works, right? Let's just say that the GLP-1 injection is there to actually support you, give you structure, give you that window to correct the wrongs that you've done to the body for a period of time. At this stage, I want to invite you to type maintain in the comment section. And at this point as well, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel because that would really, really help me. This is a new channel and I'm trying to build it up so that I'll be able to provide and bring more educational content to help you optimize your health. And if you're watching on Facebook as well, definitely like the page and like the video and share it accordingly. Now, I want to discuss how can you stop safely? How can you stop the injection safely? Let's talk about solutions. See, if you're planning to stop, here is what I would recommend. From my professional point of view and from an educational point of view as well. First of all, I want you to consider not to stop immediately, meaning that you go down, consider tapering of your dose, meaning that you don't stop abruptly. You just stop by reducing the dose over time so that, and the reason why you do this, when you reduce the dose over time, it helps your body it helps you manage hunger better, meaning that because you're feeling hungry now, more hungry than before, and you have the knowledge of calories, you'll think to yourself, I'm hungry now. How am I going to manage this hunger? Do I just eat anything I want, or do I just eat properly in terms of eating the right amount of food, the right type of food, and the calorie intake? You can manage it better rather than just stopping abruptly where the hunger just hits you. No, you don't want that. You want to slow it down. So gradual dose reduction can allow appetite signals to normalize even more smoothly. Secondly, increase your protein intake. I would say before you stop the injection, increase your protein intake. Your protein intake is going to help you. So the target is around 1.6 grams times your weight in kilograms. That's the guide. That's the amount of protein that we normally say you should have. So if you're like 70 kilos times 1.6 grams, that's the amount of protein. So protein is like things like eggs, fish, meat, lamb, things in that line. Just increase your protein intake because protein will help you preserve your lean muscle and it will help you increase your feeling of fullness. And this is quite important when we're talking about getting off the injection. Thirdly, strength training. I cannot emphasize enough. You need to do strength training at least I would say probably 3 times a week. You should do strength training. Get used to it now before you stop. This is definitely not a negotiable. It's not a negotiable thing. You need to start doing strength training because it's going to help you when it comes to metabolism. Fourthly, I would say maintain some level of calorie awareness. Don't just eat anything. When you're eating, think about calories. Think about what you're eating. How much calories is in this meal? And if you're eating so much calorie, then that means the rest of the day you aren't eating anything more, anything else. So consider that. Number 5, prioritize sleep. Sleep is so key because if you don't sleep properly, your body is in a stress mode. And when it's in a stress mode, you release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol causes inflammation, and inflammation slows down your metabolic process, and we don't want that. You tend to build abdominal fat. We don't want that. So sleep is the key. You need to sleep more. It's just really about being structured. It's not passive. You cannot be passive anymore. You've done so well. You've lost all the weight that you have to lose. It just means that you cannot be passive anymore. You have to be active about your health. The injection has supported you, has helped you. It's time for you to be more conscious about it. So now is the time to answer some questions, some common questions, okay? All right, let's see. Do I have to stay on it forever? Not necessarily. I personally will not recommend you staying on GLP-1 injections forever. No. This is why when I work with people, I give them a window, a target weight, and a target time to achieve that goal. I would say over 90% of people are able to achieve their goal. And even if they're not achieving it, it's maybe because they stopped the injection because financially they can't afford it anymore. But I would say not necessarily, but there are some people that actually suffer from chronic obesity. So we have to be conscious of that. And definitely, I would say working with a healthcare professional is the key thing here. And you would be more successful if you do that. My link is in the description or in the bio or in the comment section. Definitely connect with me and we can take it from there. Next question. Is it dangerous long-term, just like any medicine? There is no, there are some side effects, and it's not everyone experience side effects. From a long-term point of view, the current data shows that these medications are generally safe when prescribed appropriately and when monitored, but definitely work with a healthcare provider, because if you're experiencing certain side effects, it's important to address it as quickly as possible. So I can't really answer that like yes or no. It's just very subjective. Now, will my appetite come back stronger? It can, and it depends on how you stop. As I mentioned earlier, if you stop slowly, gradual reduction of your dose would help you manage your hunger better. As I said earlier as well, in terms of increasing your strength training, your muscle mass, your protein intake would help you manage it better. But it's just about structure, to be honest. Next question. Can I microdose long term? Some clinicians explore lowering maintenance dosing, but this is individualized, to be honest. It's not a general thing for everyone. I would say definitely work with a healthcare professional. I work with different people in my clinic, and everyone is different. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't work for. But as I said, I'm not a fan of a long-term thing. I'm a fan of having a set period of time to use the injection, achieve your goal, and coming off the injection. There is a link I'm going to include. There is a Tabuwell app that's coming out in March. And the purpose of that app is to help you with intermittent fasting, strength training exercises, nutrition, and also mindfulness. Mindfulness is key because it helps you in terms of managing stress better, sleeping better, relaxation, so that we keep the cortisol levels low. These 4 is what you need to be able to help you maintain your weight when you come off. Even whilst you are on it, if you use this app would help you and support you. So I would definitely recommend that you register for this app. You should find it I'll put a link in the description and also in the comment section for you to download when it's out. There will be some sort of offers as well to encourage early download. For people that download earlier, there will be some sort of discounts in there as well. And here is my takeaway for this live. GLP-1 injections are a tool to support and a tool to help you. Don't look at it as a magic. Don't look at it as, oh, I can eat whatever I want as long as I'm using injection anyway. I can eat whatever I want. Don't have that attitude. You will you may not be fully successful as the people that take it seriously, understand it as a tool to support you. Don't use it as a magic, but use it as something that has been created to support you to achieve your goals, and then coming off it when required. But definitely, please do work with a healthcare provider. As I said to you, I work with people in the weight loss clinic. Definitely connect with me on my link. You will find that in the description or in the bio section. So the real transformation, I would say, happens with muscle mass increase, improving your protein intake, changing your habit, and having a structure. Do not be passive anymore. The time for passiveness is gone. We need to be active in everything. Now, if this has helped you, do type yes in the comment section, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I would definitely encourage you to follow my page on Facebook as well. And if you have any question, definitely drop it down in the comment section and I will respond as quickly as I can. This has been fun. I am so happy that you were able to watch this video, and thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video or live.